when our name was called.
Coach B has mentioned the importance overall of the developmental practices heading into bowl games. What have you kind of observed out of the wide receiver room, especially it now and going in the future, it's getting a lot more underclassmen heavy.
So with us, so when they did the developmental, we actually had to lift during that time. So I missed some of it, but I feel like it was huge because I feel like it helped the starters recover, and then them guys get them game reps that they was missing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it helped a lot. But me personally, I didn't really get to watch as much as I wanted to.
How'd you feel about the way that Reggie and Josh played on
Josh been going through a lot this whole year. So for him to just get on the field and be able to play again, I feel like it was huge. It was great for him. And then Reggie, I feel like every game he just continued to get better. And when he got his shot, he made plays when his name was called. And I feel like that's all you can ask for. But I feel like, given both of their circumstances, I feel like they did a great job.
Can you try to describe the difference between just what Illinois football was, where it was when you walked in?
Where it was like we almost accepted losing back then. But like now, it's like them 5 games, the first thing that happened when we got in the locker room, like we got to win them games, and we know that. And for the guys that's coming back, people is like, I hope y'all know, like we lost 5 games, 1 possession. Next year when we come back, we got to win those games. So, I feel like we expect to win now. I feel like when I first got here, we just was like accustomed to losing, and like it was okay. But now like losing is not okay with this squad, and we just expect to win every time we touch the field. And when we don't win, like it bothers us.
How do you feel at this point about the fact that you stayed through a lot of stuff that players right now don't stay through?
It feels good, Like I said, like a while ago, though, there was a lot of things I had to work on, too. There was a lot of things I was lacking, things I'm still going to attack in this offseason. And that's how I kind of looked at it. I didn't look at it as like anybody else, like, okay, we lose and this, and that. No, I was like, what can I do to get better to help my team? And that's what I'm looking forward to do again this offseason, just help my team in any way I can.
Year one of Barry's offense, what did you guys feel you accomplished, or how it went?
I feel like we showed that we could throw the ball too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like watching film, that was probably one of the best secondaries we done played. Like watching them on film, one of the best secondaries in the nation. They got a DB who had 6 interceptions, 3 pick sixes, and he ended up coming back and playing. But I feel like we showed that we could throw the ball and we could be a balanced offense.
What's the next step for you guys? Coach talked about consistency. How do you find that? What's the next step for you guys?
I feel like the next step is just to put it all together. And I feel like that's going to start with this offseason. We got to getting a new quarterback coming in, so, that's going to be another challenge. But I feel like now it's time that we put it together. We can't have games where we run the ball well, then we don't throw the ball well. Now it's time where we just run the ball in, throw the ball well, and that's when you have an explosive offense. And I feel like that's what we lack in that. We can never put it all together.
Is that just year one, feeling it out?
Yeah.
Feeling
I say it's year one. You just you got to get comfortable with the offense. You got to get comfortable with your guys, know your personnel. I feel like that's huge. With a year under him, he'll be able to understand us better, and we'll be able to know what he's looking for better. So I feel like a lot of that is just like year one stuff, and then there was a new quarterback too. So a lot of that stuff, like just working that stuff out. But now it's just time we put it all together next year.
I know you're always very critical of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Knee-jerk is today maybe the most complete game you've played here at Illinois. And how do you take that kind of a game? If you feel that way, how do you take that kind of game into the offseason?
Just with confidence, just knowing like, I could do this, but just wanting to continue to get better because I want to go 9 for 9, 10 for 10 every time I touch the field. Like I had a deep ball, I want to catch that too. So every time my name is called, I want to make that play so they just comfortable coming to me every time, every play if they wanted to. But I feel like it's just little things that I got to continue to work on with technical stuff. But it feels good having a game like that going into the offseason.
Obviously, it's a challenge to not have Chase. How did you feel about the offense?
I feel like you lost a Heisman watch list type guy, Doak Walker finalist, when you lose something like that, it changes your offense. And for us to go out there and compete and to move the ball the way we did, I feel like it speaks a lot about the guys in that locker room and our coaching staff. Like when one guy go down, another come in, and even our defense. We lost Spoon, we lost Sid. When you lose like guys like that, you lose a captain and then one of the best DBs in the nation, and you still come out and you allow 13 points. I mean, that just shows that, you know, we got guys that's coming up, and that shows the development that the coaches is putting into the players.
We can't talk about quarterback yet, but what do you do to get accustomed to being quarterback and help him?
Just hang out a lot, and then hit that field. You know, run routes together. And almost every single day, whenever my body feel good, come on, let's run routes, let's do something, you know what I'm saying? Even if we just playing catch, that's a big thing. It's just hanging out with each other.
Sounds like coming in, so